Hopefully, no more problems. I'm not really sure what happened there. Luckily for me, the stream didn't die. I'm not sure if it actually started or not. I'm sure it happened. Come on, get rid of that black screen. I don't want to see it. There we go.
Oh, I got pins in my foot now. Lovely. Whew. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to go and do something.
They're
Right,
not
there we
moving
go.
on your screen, are they?
No, they're just loading on my screen.
No, fine.
It's just a loading screen. It happened on the first part of it. On the formation lap on the first part.
No, they did the formation lap. Like, well, they didn't even do the formation lap. They got to the first hole and everyone retired. And then it was just loading back into the sprint race. That's when I got kicked off, and that's when you got kicked off. By the sounds of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So someone else has been kicked off the game.
Let's check the chat.
I think it was.
Oh, it's paper stream.
I think Bonds is going to be leaving.
Pardon me. Fucking hell, despairs. Watch your tone, man.
Paper Stream would have been able to be starting second.
Yeah, he finished finished 7th, didn't he?
Yes, so the formation lap on its way. Hopefully we can finally get this race over and done with. It's only 11 laps, so it's around
30
20
minutes. 20, 30
20 to
minutes.
30 minutes, depending on safety cars. Hopefully we won't see that, because I'm pretty sure that would take up.
You could have stayed in the lobby though, to be fair, and watched it from that way. Couldn't he?
Join us in the comms box. I know. So someone being on par with SV Richard, moving up to P2 now. SV Lucasade in P3, Ramsey P4, Bonge in P5, Jota P6, Ninjas P7, Despairs P8, Tony P9, Skyline P11, Adam Lee, Beast, and Bradford having problems last week. Actually, no, Bradford has rejoined. Actually, no, he didn't actually rejoin. He's joined the F2 to give those pesky Carlin drivers a little bit of a run up for the money. He's got to have a big job this week though. Probably hoping to expect a few DNFs, I would imagine. Slight change, as you can see, Skyline moving into the Arden with Ramsey moving into that Trident. It's a good move. Hopefully Skyline will be able to improve on his results. Obviously only top 8 drivers pick up points this race, and we've already got Tony and Skyline to the point. Bradford, I think, has just hit that wall, so he may get disqualified for this formation up as well. Doesn't appear so.
No, if you hit the wall, you
so
don't get
11
disqualified.
laps. So Jack, big question. Who do you think is going to come away with the win tonight?
I'm gonna say Custard.
Obviously, Jota is obviously on a massive roll at the moment. 3 wins from 3 out of 3 at the moment. Probably looking to do that again. He has actually moved up 1 spot. Actually, no, he's been moved up 2 spots from where he started in Bahrain, from where he last won. Obviously, not the last round, because that was obviously round 3. With Jota winning that. So here we go. Simon Ping places his car into pole position. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. And it seems like Simon Ping's got a fairly decent start. But Lucas Aid's bogged down, and Richard up the inside. And Ramsey looking for a move as well. But he doesn't get the move.
And he gets spun.
And that's Ninjas, and Bradford's been caught up in it as well, and Skyline's move up to 10 to Spares, and Bonge having a nice little battle, and Richard up into P1 at the moment. He's currently in the lead, and Lucas Aid's going to have Jota all over the back of him. Lucas Aid down the inside, and he's up into P2, and Jota, it's a big collision. I'm not sure what happened there.
Bond has got half a front wing missing.
I think everyone around him probably got no front wing. They're probably going to be sitting quite a fair few. Everyone going slow. Despairs with
a 5-second time penalty.
Is Ramsey okay? I think he might have front wing damage. No, Ramsey's fine. Oh, we've got a safety car, I think. Have we?
Yes, we have.
But it's not come up. But it's not come up on my things that we do. Odd. Okay, so we do have a safety car.
For that, it's kind of weird, but whatever.
It's
Great
too
game,
early to
Codemasters.
put the super softs on. This is probably going to help guys of like Custard. With, you say got a bit of front wing missing.
Yeah, right side.
Spares, I think. Spares.
Nah, Despairs got.
Does.
He's only got the
East
end
is fine.
plate.
Tony has no front wing. Skyline has front wing damage. Bradford, I think, is
Brad's fine.
Yes, he's fine. Adam Lee
is fine as well.
Bradford's just lost positions there somehow. Oh no, he's always in the 11th, wasn't he? Why is Skyline going so slowly? That is coming in. It's very odd. Well, I feel sorry for Nathan because he's going to be stuck behind
He's annoyed with himself.
Bonds are just going to come out behind Bradford, but Bradford obviously still surge his pits stuff yet. We've got tyre strategies going on at the moment. I think everyone's staying on those medium tyres by the looks of things. No, Adam Lee's gone to super softs. He's going to be very rapid. Start. Oh, Richard really going into the wall there, which should probably need to pick the pace up a little bit here. We had no indication that the safety car was coming in this lap, so
You have to wait for the other guys to.
Richard's fine. So basically the top kind of 5 were unscathed. Beast obviously, Ninja's obviously getting... I thought Ninja's went into the wall though, did he not pick up any damage? Oh, and Skyline's out!
That's sector 1.
I'm not sure how you can lose it there when you're going about 10 miles per hour, but... alright. So Richard leading this safety car. I think we may have one more lap of the safety car.
Yeah, it gives a chance for the guys to catch up.
Yeah, it gives Bonge, Tony, Bradford and Adam Lee to kind of catch up to the back of the pack. Bonge just going through the fast right, left and right hander, so he'll be onto the back of these guys. No problem. Tony does have Bradford just behind him here, so this is going to be very interesting to see if Tony can keep the cars behind him, but it's
Tony's in AI.
Bradford and they've got Bradford and Adam Lee, the new recruited driver for SV.
I think Adam's lagging a little
lag.
bit.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag on Adam's side. I'm glad that just weren't just me. But anyways, let's jump back on board with Richard. This should be, I would say, the final lap on the safety car. And Jota sitting in a very comfortable fair, looking like he could pick up this 4th win, this championship. I think it's a lot easier. I know Jota does practice quite a lot for this league, so for this championship anyway. So if he is to win this championship, I'm sure Adam Lee is just overtaken Bradford there.
I think Brad spun actually.
Oh, did he?
I think so.
I'm sure if there's any incidents, I'm sure they will record it. Obviously everything's now been moved over to Discord, so we're still using Twitter, but not for like the chats or anything. Announcements and that will still be there. Obviously there is an announcement coming out a little bit later for season 3. And I would assume the safety car is in this lap. I'm sure we'll find out probably coming down this straight or just start of the long pit straight that we have here.
Yeah, there we go.
Safety car's in this lap, so Richard will be backing the pack up. And wonder where he's gonna bolt. Obviously has to give that safety car a bit of room. So Jota here could actually take the lead going into turn 1 if he can guess the start right. Safety car a little bit too forward. Richard might have to back up the back a little bit more here. Or I think because they may have just slightly nearly ran into the back of him. Richard can go, and he does. And Jota's sleeping a little bit. He's going to have Southern Ping. Jota with amazing front lines, straight line speed here. Probably due to the fact that he has got Lucas A just ahead of him, and Lucas A looking for a move on the outside, but he's been run out wide, and he's gonna Oh, he's nearly come across into Jota, and he's got Summon Ping now. And Ninjas overtaking Beast there. Oh, and Summon Ping's into the wall! Oh, that's a bad start for him. And I think Adam Lee trying to overtake Tony here. And it's looking like it could be a very comfortable move. Adam Lee, fair to Tony, he left a bit of room, but he's still got the position there. So Adam Lee not fighting all too much, but he gets the switch back and he gets the job done. And Tony Sender, oh, it's going to be a massive collision. They're both framers. I think they're both framers anyway. Both framers definitely in the wars here. Oh, and Jota looking for a move on Richard here. Right on board with Jota. See if he makes a move into this corner. I wouldn't suggest doing it. One of the hardest corners of the track.
And Tony round.
Oh, he's gone for the move already. And he's into P1. Can he get it slowed down? Oh, we've got a safety car now. Is it a full safety car? Is it a... That's a full safety car again. Adam Lee is current. Did Adam Lee leave or something?
Yeah, I've invited him.
I think he may have raged. And someone pings spun again. Somehow. That might have been involved Tony as well.
That's not a full safety car, by the way. Because the safety car's not even out.
Oh, so it isn't. Must be a virtual safety car then. Yep, Jota's off by the looks of things. Or not. Oh yeah, it is a virtual safety. I can see the green now. And we're going green. Nobody's been caught out by the Tony and... Oh, we've got a battle here. Ramsey up into P7 now. Bradford just behind Bond for some points. Adam Lee, Tony and Summon Ping into the pits and...
Yeah, Adam Lee raged, by the way.
Yeah, I can't doubt it. Richard still in P2, but he has Lucas Aid all over the back of him now, though. I'm sure Luke will be looking to get his first podium. He's got a nice gap to go. That's towards the leader. Bond is currently just under half a second behind Ramsey, but he has Bradford all over the back of him as well. Oh, there might have been some people into the wall there. I think Lucas Aid has escaped any sort of damage, but Despair is still with that front wing damage. Unless he's just done that, I'm not sure. Oh, Lucas Aid nearly into the wall himself there. Ninjas are putting away from Beast here, but Bonge on the other hand is into the slipstream of Ramsey and he's looking to get the move done. He goes to the left and Ramsey's obviously going to fight this probably to the end, but I think he's going to have to concede that position, but he's going to go up the inside still. Bonge still on his outside. DRS. No! Bradford's into the wall! I think he's escaped some sort of... I think someone's just...
Ramsey just...
Oh, and Ramsey's out! That's going to be a safety car, yeah. A safety car this time is virtual.
I'm not getting that, for some reason.
I'm not getting it either, but the only thing I'm getting is the...
Oh, there we go, virtual safety car.
How'd you do it? I think Bonge had some damage as well with that contact with Ramsey. I don't think he was involved with Ramsey crashing. But he's now go again now though. Oh, Despairs losing the rear there. Got ninjas all over the back of him though. And Beast slowly creeping up, and I think Bradford probably going to be able to pick up a free position here, nearly losing the rear end there. And Bonge not having a great race, and he let Brad through. Let's go to the top, let's see what kind of we have going on. Ninja's losing a bit of time, but Jota I think is going to run away from this race now. Ramsey is leaving the session. I'm sure he's very disappointed with tonight's outcome, but he'll still go racing. And Despairs is in with, oh, here comes Lucasade for P2. He's comfortably ahead. Let's see if we can get it slowed down for the first corner. He does. He's going to run slightly wide, but
And
and Tony's out as well, and that's going to be a safety car.
Oh my god!
He's lost it into the
Castle, yeah.
That's a safety car. Is that a safety car?
If you go on board with Southern Painted, you can see where he lost it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus. Is that a full safety car or is it the virtual? I think that is the full safety car, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a full
Pretty
safety
sure the
car.
safety car is behind these guys.
No, the safety car ain't even out.
Oh, so it's a virtual safety car then. And there we go racing again. So we've already had one safety car, we've had
Two virtuals.
two virtuals. Let's see if Lucasade can pick up that all-important first podium for Uni. Despairs all over the back of Richard now. Ninja's hoping to pick up some decent points, and Brad is into the points now. Not the race where I think he wanted to come away with the win today, but I think that's slowly slipping away now. Let's see how the Despairs get on overtaking Richard. Runs up slightly wide there. It does have that broken front wing which we have to take into action, so he's going to lose a little bit of. But he's into the DRL, he's into the slipstream of Richard as well, and this could be a very easy move. Richard also with broken front wing damage, and Despairs moves up into P3 with Richard now into P4, and I'm sure Ninjas will be looking to overtake Richard as well. And Bradford is, Beast is into the pits, I'm guessing all those super soft tyres. Wouldn't be a bad call, I would say. Probably quite tactical. I'm sure he won't go ahead of Bonge. Oh, he's got front wing damage as well, so so obviously that's the reason for.
We've got something to look at after this race, by the way.
Oh, that's fun.
Regarding Adam Lee.
Oh god.
He just messaged me there. Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have a look at that after the race. Anyway,
He sent it to me, but I don't know how to.
Is it on Discord?
Yeah, but it's like sent to my personal Discord.
Yeah, you should be able to save it. If you click on, yeah, there should be that save button. So Ninjas, as I said, onto the back of Richard here. We got any penalties as of yet? Despairs has 5. 5-second time. Oh, I have Ninjas and Despairs. I think going into the Richard going into the wall there. I think. Here comes Ninjas. Need to get that place. Jota setting the fastest lap, of course, but here comes Ninjas with DRS. He's gaining so much time. Is he going to the left or the right? He goes to the left, to the inside. Doesn't break as harder as Richard, and Richard's still keeping that 4th place. Obviously, he will have DRS for his next pit straight. Obviously, Lucasade here picked up some very decent points. In I think it was Friday in VVR, was it in? No, it was here where he picked up, I believe, 4th place. I think. No, I actually can't remember. Anyway, the spares looking for 7th place, and Ninja's getting a better run than Richard, and unfortunately for Richard, he is now down to P5. But still going to be picking up some decent points, but he's got a switch back on Ninjas. This is going to turn ugly. Richard decides to let Ninjas through. I think that was the smartest decision. He's going to get with Ninjas on this little bit here. He should get DRS, but the spares looking for that 2nd place, but he does have a 5-second time penalty to worry about. I feel like if he can't get past Lucasade this lap, then I don't think he's going to be able to gain that 5 seconds that he needs. We're going to switch back to Richard because he does have DRS on Ninjas. Obviously Richard with that front wing damage, very close to that wall though. He's going to lose a lot of time going through here, and that may have broken his front wing even more. I'm not 100% sure, but he's going to have DRS to keep him ahead of Spares, looking for a move on Lucasade. Lucasade kind of defends quite well, but Jota leading this race by over 6.5 seconds. Spares only has kind of 3 more chances of getting this overtake, but with that 5-second time penalty for colliding with, I believe it was Tony on the opening lap, it's going to find himself very hard to not even lose P3 at this rate. Ninja's obviously gaining a hell of a lot of time. Bonge down there in P7's pulling away from Beast, funny enough. Once the soft tyres kind of go onto your car, they kind of lose kind of everything. Oh, look at this in deep!
Despairs backed that out. He's backed out of it.
That's a good decision from Despairs. I think he has one chance really. I don't think the other straight's kind of long enough. Bradford now looking for that P5. But Richard with broken front wing damage, I don't think it's going to be a very hard overtake for him. And he's got a nice run. Although doesn't look to the inside, he doesn't. And, Richard's going to have DRS as well. Despairs all having to pull out of that. Lucasade might come away with the 2nd place, and Jota starting the final lap of the sprint race. We've only been racing for around 25 minutes here, so all in all it's very good timing.
Brad's past Rich.
Yeah, and he moves up into P5, and now he has Ninjas for company, and Despairs looking for that move on Lucasade, but Lucasade could be in trouble going down this pit straight here though. But with the 5 seconds penalty that Despairs has, if Despairs go for the move, he doesn't. Decides to stay behind Lucasade. Lucasade goes in slightly deep there. He doesn't want to keep doing that a whole lot of time, otherwise Despairs will, I'm sure, happily take that offer and overtake him. And now Brad looking for a move on Ninjas for that P4, and could potentially, actually at this rate Despairs would probably be dropping out to P6 with the 5 seconds that he has. Despairs still not able to pass Lucasade. If Lucasade can, oh well, Despairs with a great run through the castle section. You have to give him that, and he's going to get a decent run out of here as well, but there's not really many opportunities to overtake. Lucasade, I'm sure, will cover that inside line, which he does. And I'm sure Despairs will be looking to overtake Lucasade down that final stretch, but he loses the rear end there. And Jota going through the left and the right hander now, and he's going to come across the line to win the 4 out of 4, and Jota will continue leading this championship by a massive margin, and he wins the Azerbaijan sprint race. And here comes the Spares. Can he get Lucasade on the line? It's going to be close. I think Richards actually crashed somewhere. And Lucasade comes home in P2. The Spares P3, but I'm sure Brad and Ninjas will be taking that spot. And what about Richard? All just missing out by 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds there. Someone Ping finally getting past his teammate on the final lap. Oh, and Bonge, he's probably not going to be very happy with that performance today. What was... I'm pretty sure Brad and Ninjas crossed over the same time.
Oh,
Brad might have just been slightly ahead.
Despairs had 10 seconds, by the way.
Oh, Jesus.
You got another 5 seconds for an unserved penalty. Right.
I mean,
yeah. Jota.
Lucasade and Brad. Oh.
Brad. And Luke.
We're just waiting for...
And Bond gets fastest lap right at the end.
Yep. We're just waiting for Southern P and Adam Lee, technically, he's not controlling his car. Cross the line, and then we can interview the podium finishers who are all here. So that's always good. The Spares, with another 5 seconds. I guess that was the one that he didn't serve. Didn't actually notice that, I only noticed the 5. Someone pinged across the line. And there we have it, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And once again, your winner, Jota, coming home in P1 with Lucasade with P2. And Brad, somehow, from the back, has picked up P3. And Ninjas, I'm sure, is quite disappointed with... I want to see this gap, because I know it's very...
It was
very
just
close.
over a tenth, it was like 106, like 0.106 or something. Literally, I let go of my wheel as soon as my front tyres got past him. I literally let go.
There we have it, just to run down. Jota in P1, Lucasade P2, Bradford P3, Ninjas in P4, Despairs P5 with those time penalties. Richard P6, RFC Custard P7, Beast picking up the final point. Summon being Adam Lee, Tony, Ramsey and Skyline all missing out, with Adam Lee leaving the session after being killed, and Tony, Ramsey and Skyline all crashing out. So we're going to come to the race winner, Jota. I mean, that's your 4th win in a row, and it kind of looks like no one can beating everyone. You started P7 today, and you've come away with yet another win, extending your points by another 15. But yeah, congratulations, and just give us a few words from yourself.
Yeah, decent victory. I was a bit concerned about the amount of VSCs that there were, but after that 3rd VSC, it allowed me to be able to look after my tyres and bring them to a reasonable sort of 55% tyre wear at the end. And I think because of that, anyone that did decide to pit under the their sort of positive step in that has been completely eradicated. So all it was about then was stretching the gap, try and stretch the gap as much as I can, and then yeah, just take the 15 points. Not a bad victory. I feel a bit sorry for Paper Stream though. He should have been racing here.
Yeah, obviously a massive shame for Paper Stream, but we go on, and obviously you got that win, which was more important, and yeah, another dominant victory from yourself. But yeah, congratulations, Jota, for your 4th win in a row. I'm not sure what points you're on right now, but I'm pretty sure this championship is basically already yours already. But anyway, we'll move over to P2 and SV Lucasade. I mean, I bet you was not expecting a podium tonight. Started, I believe,
P3. No, P2.
P4.
Yeah,
P4. That's it.
P4 technically, but it moved up. Obviously, moved up to P3. And you've come away with a podium at Azerbaijan. But yeah, great race for yourself. Had a nice little battle with the spares and Richard. And obviously, you had that pesky little thing called SV Bradford breathing down your neck as well. But yeah, you've come away with a P2. Just give us a few words from your race tonight.
Yeah, didn't expect getting P2. I know Jota's a lot quicker than me, so he was pulling out quite a big gap. I don't know what the time was, so how far he was in front of me at the time, but it was probably close to probably about 10 seconds ahead. But yeah, I had to give a shout out to Spares. He pretty much put me on edge. I was shaking and all that. My heart rate was going and all that. All the adrenaline kicking in. It's like, I'm not going to win. I'm not going to get P2 here. Despairs is going to have me. But yeah, nicely done for him. And obviously Richards as well, had a good battle with him as well. So, but yeah, I'm quite happy to get P2.
Obviously, I'm guessing you probably didn't know about the time penalties that the spares had. So you would have...
No, I looked just after and I saw that Brad was actually gone into P3. I was like, wow, okay, what happened to Despairs? And I was like, he had a 5-place grid penalty, or 5 seconds added on, because he, I don't know what has actually happened, but yeah.
Yeah, neither do we. Because our HUD was kind of playing up. It was saying that you had a safety car, and it didn't. It showed that you had a safety car. It just didn't say you were having a safety car.
Yeah, we had a safety car at the start, and then we had 2 or 3 virtual safety cars, so a bit off-putting, like Jota said. It was a bit off-putting, but I still came away with P2, so...
Yeah, congratulations on your P2. Very well deserved. And yeah, congratulations. Then we move over to the final drivers that we're going to talk to tonight. SV Bradford. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know how I done that. That was...
You started P14, but obviously moved up to P13 with Paper Stream. And obviously not able to race. But you've somehow picked up a P3 in your first race in F2. Obviously a nice little battle with Richard and Gareth, and obviously just overtaking Gareth right at the end. Definitely a Bottas moment. Did basically what Luke did on Wednesday last week, sorry. But yeah, just give us a few words from yourself.
Well, it is a very compact race. It's 11 laps, pretty much a no stop, and you've got so much to do. As soon as I think it was the safety car came out, I think it was turn 3 or 4, my tyres were dead, so I thought, pit, fresh tyres, let's see what I can do, because they were already on like 12-13%, and I've only done the formation lap. So I've come out behind Tony, and I've got work to do. I'm coming back up to catch the safety car, and I've missed my braking point, so I've had to take the escape road. So I've pretty much just given up P11, so I'm back down to P12. Then I think it's along where I think it was Custard and Randy were battling. I've got too much wheel spin coming out of turn 1. Tried to catch it. The outside left wheel tapped the wall, and I've got yellow front wing damage. So I thought, all right, there's no point pitting. Let's see what I can do. And then going around turn 2, I've just watched Randy just sideswipe the wall and absolutely just clatter into like nothingness. I'm like, alright, all I've got to do now is get past Ben. Virtual safety car comes out, nice enough to let me past as he's got no damage. And then
Lots of damage, you mean?
Yeah, lots. Then I think it's about lap 7 or 8, and all I've got is Richard, Gareth, Luke, and Despair's in front of me. As Jotto was gone, he wasn't even on my mini map. He's disappeared at this point. And I was like, all right, let's see what I can do. So I've just pushed, and pushed. I got past everyone literally in DRS. That was I couldn't do it anywhere else. As soon as I got past Richard, I think it was on lap 10, I thought I'd have to try and get Gareth on the run down to the start finish. I've literally done the same.
Really good.
Don't you love it when your controller turns off? I done the same move as I did to Gareth as I did in the SV versus Livid Baku race, because I got someone at the line again by about the same gap. So
like Luke did on the feature race.
I've not watched the feature race yet, but I might have to be looking to watch that and see how that got on. But
Yeah,
it was it was an amazing race. It's a small thing. It's got to push yourself to the limits, and that's kind of what's fun with these cars, is you've got to push as much as you can out of this car. But I'm very, very happy with P3. 10 points I think it is. I'll take 10 points.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Brad, and obviously congratulations to the other two guys as well. Again, thank you for Jack for helping me out once again, even though you missed the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, because I was in the
taking a piss. Or the other one. I don't really want to know either. Obviously, we will be back again for the
Wednesday.
F1 press conference on Wednesday, which I need to figure out what drivers I want to talk to. Not many.
And come up with questions this
and
time.
then- No. And then obviously we will be here for rounds 5 and 6 for the F2 Championship round España, I believe. Yes.
Yes, it is.
And obviously that will be with the main man, SV One Shot once again. And obviously we will be back again next Monday for the original F1. It's not F2 for Mondays no more, don't worry. It's the final time you should see F2 on Mondays. But until then, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. And subscribe to our Twitch at twitch.tv.
Plus, we need views.
/SVOR_streamer. If you have Twitch Prime, use your free month on us, because
We need it.
that is me and Jack, and we will see you.